Hi guys, hope everybody's doing well. In my part of the world, we're knee deep in snow just now and cold temperatures. Hope it's better for you guys. Anyway, carrying on with the bridge slash trestle. Had a setback. As you can see, the micro-engineering bridge or deck does not match the radius of the track. I made mistakes somewhere. So I went back to my original plan, which was using, let me get these out of the way, the Kato trestle, or deck, girders they call it. This center section is completely done, just needs another coat of paint. This one is ready for paint, and we'll get into what these consist of. You might notice I've taken, oh, here we go. These ones are untouched yet. I'm only going to use one of these to finish things off for that last little bit over there. As you can see, these have a safety, sorry you can't. They've got a walkway on them, and I wasn't a fan of the walkway. These are 19-inch radius. If you get the smaller ones, the next size down in this, it's 17 1/4, something of that inch radius. It's meant to ride on the inside if you double track these things, and its railing is on the far side, which I would have preferred. I would have probably left it, but I wanted the 19-inch radius, so this is what I'm stuck with. As you can see, I've taken these off on the other ones, and these things are kind of chunky. I've scraped on these attachment points off. Let's see if I can show you. They don't line up with the exactly on the steel ribs. They're slightly offset, so it's kind of a pain to get them off, scraping them away. One of the things with these is the rails will come out. I'll show you quickly. Let me get this apart. So they're easy to paint and manipulate without damaging the rails. They're just held in by two sort of spring clips, and then the track comes off, and that's what I work on mostly. Because as is, your only attachment point with these is at the top on the rails. They are not very solid. What Kato provides is what they call an S-clip, which is this. It goes in, fortunately it goes in upside down for me. It's meant to go down or go in extending below. Give me a minute here. And lock into their concrete towers. There we go. It grabs onto their towers or pylons somehow. I'm just using them for extra rigidity, so I've got contact top and bottom. And as you can see, it leaves a gap here, which I've filled in with styrene on the ones I've done. The one over here is painted already, and there's the gap there. It's part of the reason I can still make it out, because of shading and stuff. So that's where I'm at. I'm probably going to have to redo. It's not working. Give it a second. This one just looks silly. That's the actual start, and it's too close. I'm going to decide if I can make a leg that's half the width and put it there, or I might just use one of these legs here, and just to give myself a little bit more insurance, I've taken spare bits of the legs. I've cut off the bottom of all of these and widened the top. There's not a whole lot of margin of error without them. And just while I'm getting things sorted and played around, I want that, and I don't think they look completely out of place. So the next step is getting the last one of these done up, get the rail off, get them all put together, and get my sprue or my spacers in there, and then paint the whole thing. Right now the legs are all painted. That's painted. I'm not particularly happy with it. I mean, it's a little too dark. It's model colors natural steel. I think it's a little too dark for natural steel. I want something a little bit more gray. So I'll see what I can blend up. But aside from that, then I just have to cut back to here, because that's how far the last piece will go. A little bit of track there, so you can see there. And then got bridge abutments in both sides, and then I can carry on. Once that's all done, I've got to do a little bit of spacing. As you can see, there's a big difference. Well, not a big difference, but go back tripod a bit. There is a size or height difference between Kato and Micro Engineering's. Probably a quarter of an inch or so. So the Kato is actually working out better, because it looks like it's about that far off a bit of cardboard, and brings that, seems to be up to level. I'm going to wait until it's finished and then place, and then figure out how much it has to be raised, which is far better than having to do, an extra quarter of an inch or whatever it is to get that up to the proper level. So that's where I'm at. Next time you see this, I'll probably have the bridge done, and I'll be mucking about with the lower section. I'm still almost certainly going to put in an old abandoned track through here, running to an abandoned tunnel down there, and then I'll be getting on with trees and stuff. And I figure for the patch up there, I'm probably going to need about 50 more trees. Fun. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Take care.